Good morning, students. Happy Tuesday. I'm on location again, and we are going to continue with symmetry. Okay, yesterday we learned about lines of symmetry. Today we are going to find and draw lines of symmetry, which begins on page 479. In volume 2, if you could go ahead and turn there, we're going to take a look at a quick activity that you guys could do. All right, it says draw a triangle like this one shown, so all of its sides are equal. I sent everyone a protractor home, so I want you to grab that for your straight edge, and I want you to choose like 3, 4 inches, 5 inches, whatever you want to pick, and I want you to draw on a sheet of paper a triangle. Now, if you have scissors, you can cut it out. If you don't have scissors, you can just use a marker or something. It says fold it in different ways to test for lines of symmetry. Draw along the folded lines that are lines of symmetry. Is there a line of symmetry if you fold the paper horizontally? So if I draw a horizontal line on this triangle, no, you would not have a line of symmetry. The vertical, yes, you would. Okay? Let's take a look at all the shapes we've talked about this year and look at these polygons. Now remember, what is a polygon? What is a polygon? A many-sided figure. So take a look. It gave us an example. A triangle has 3 sides and 3 lines of symmetry. So you're going to start noticing some patterns in some, and in some you won't. A square, all the sides are equal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry and 4 sides. Now take a look at the parallelogram, okay? Because it's got some sharp edges, we do have 4 sides, but we only have 2 lines of symmetry. Same thing with the rhombus. Because their edges and their sides are slanted, we only have 2 lines of symmetry, but 4 sides, okay? So these have to be straight lines. Looking at the trapezoid, it also has 2 slanted lines. We know a trapezoid has 4 sides, but only 1 line of symmetry. Take a look at the hexagon, okay? The hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of symmetry. And all of the sides are equal, so it matches 6 and 6. So it says in a regular polygon, all sides are of equal length and all angles are equal. What do you notice about the number of lines of symmetry in regular polygons? What is a regular polygon? All the sides are equal and even the angles are equal. Okay, so like this one, you have a wide angle and 2 acute skinny angles. So they're not going to have 4 lines of symmetry, even though they have 4 equal length sides. So what do we notice? The amount of sides is equal to the lines of symmetry. Okay? So I want you to flip over to the next page. Very quickly, it has a design and it wants you to use your creativity. So I'm going to I would like for you to go outside or look around your house and find lines of symmetry in your everyday world. So this one says, make a design or find something with 1 line of symmetry. You might go outside and find a leaf or something with a perfect lines of symmetry. You might find something in your room, 2 lines of symmetry. Actually, it says more than 2. So we know what over 2 is. That means 3, 4, 5, something like that. And then it says make some kind of object. Find an object that has 0 lines of symmetry in your house. So I want you to put something in each of those squares. Then let's look down at the bottom. The figure at the right has a line of symmetry. Draw the two lines of symmetry. Okay, so with an X, they give you the little dotted paper, we can make a vertical and a horizontal line. So that's all you have to do on that one. Looking at the next page, tell whether the figure appears to have 0, 1 line, or more than 1. So, looking at this shape, we can tell just looking at it like that, it has more than 1. Looking at this star-like shape, we can already tell it has more than 1. Looking at the butterfly, they made both of the wings perfectly symmetrical. It has 1. And the seahorse, because look at that, his nose, his tail, it has 0 lines of symmetry. Okay, it says, which letters appear to have only 1 line of symmetry? So, I want you to take a look, and we're quickly going to go through these. And if you don't find every single one, it's okay. But I'd like for you to try to pause and look at some of them. And then I'm going to give you the answers to them. Okay. Have only 1 and have 0. So the A has 1. The H has 2. The S has 0. The B, this bottom part of the B is a little bit bigger than the top, so the B has 0. The I has more than 1. The T has exactly 1. The C has 1. Remember the letters with the tails, they have 0. The U has exactly 1. The D has exactly 1. The K, it's supposed to be totally even right there, so it has 1. The V has 1. The E has 1. The L, remember we looked at that yesterday, the L has 0, and the W has 1. All right, so since the B is, let's see, we got S, B, L. Did we catch all of them? And J, I knew we left one out. J, right there, we put 0 on it. Okay, it says the letter C has horizontal symmetry. The letter A has vertical symmetry. Which letters appear to have both? Remember those letters that we've already marked with both. That was an H, that was an I, and I believe that is it. So, let's take a look at number 9 and number 10. It says, Jeff says the figure has only 2 lines of symmetry. Does this statement make sense or not? Only 2. So it definitely has a horizontal line of symmetry. What about vertical? Because he has this part that goes out really sharp. Does this statement make sense? No, it doesn't. It only has 1. Okay, that's nonsense. So it says draw a figure that has at least 2 lines of symmetry, then write instructions on how to explain that. So remember some of the shapes on the other page? I want you to flip back over to those hexagons, to a circle has infinity, the square. I want you to flip back over and draw something on number 10. Now, if you would like, go ahead and pause so that you can do these questions, and then I can answer them for you. So, number 11, how many lines of symmetry does this shell have? I see 1 line of symmetry. We can't split it horizontally, and we can't split it diagonally. So it has 1, which shows all the lines of symmetry. So a hexagon we taught today has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So it would definitely be D, the bottom one, to catch all the lines of symmetry. Which describes this figure? Well, we talked about this being a square. It has 2 pairs of parallel lines, 4 right angles, and all the sides are equal. So if they're all equal, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. So definitely more than 2. So you should have picked C. And number 14, how many lines of symmetry does the figure to the right have? Now, if you can tell, it has a sharp corner here. It has a pointed one there. It has 2 angles over here where he has 1. Unfortunately, this one has 0 lines of symmetry. So, I am going to let you practice on 483 and 484. I'm going to let you, since we did that part together, you can do the other part if you want to practice today. I think it would be a great idea. And then I want you to push pause and I'll quickly run through the answers. Okay. It says find and draw lines of symmetry. I'm going to go through this pretty quick today. We know that this shape at the top has definitely more than 1. Number 2, because of the waves, it has 0. The arrows, this one has more than 1. And this shape right here has more than 1. Looking at number 5, Erica's cutting these letters out, and which letters on her poster have more than 1 line of symmetry, okay? So we see that this one is only 1 line, and this appears to have 0. Okay, only 1. The W, the A, the T, the E, the R, because he has this kind of tail, he does not. So W, A, T, E, and the R has 0. The C, the Y, the C, we've talked about the L does not. And then the E, which we've already put, so we don't have to put that again. Okay, write your own poster words. So this is just a creative idea at the bottom if you would like to do it. We're going to take a look at the back. Again, I'd like you to pause so you can answer these questions. And then I'm going to run through them very quickly so I don't run out of video time. How many lines of symmetry does this jar have? It has 1. Number 9, describe this figure. It has 1 line of symmetry, which shows all the symmetry lines of this pentagon. All these are even, so this pentagon actually has 5 lines of symmetry. A. Number 11, how many lines of symmetry does this triangle have? Now you can tell that this is a right triangle. I cannot split it in any direction, so it would have 0. Number 12, which statement about the number of lines of symmetry is true? They are greater than the number of sides. No, it has 4 sides and 4 lines of symmetry. They are less than the number. The same as the number. C is what you should have picked on that one. Number 13, Lance drew this figure with 2 lines of symmetry. Which statements are true about the number of lines of this symmetry? So we know rectangles have 4 sides, but only 2 lines of symmetry. So they are the same as the number of sides. They are greater than the number of sides. They are less than the number of pairs of sides. Or it says they are the same as the number of pairs. So when you see that word pairs, it does have 2 pairs of lines and 2 lines of symmetry. So it would be D. I know you've worked super hard the past 2 days. The next 2 videos for Wednesday and Thursday will be a lot shorter and a lot more fun, but we have to get in this new material. So I hope you have a wonderful day working on symmetry. Have fun.